Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our review of the Bauer Supreme Mach equipment. In this second video we're going to be taking a closer look at the blocker and the catcher, so let's get started. So starting with the blocker, what Bauer have given us here is an extremely light and well balanced blocker, which if you've watched my videos in the past you know that's exactly what I look for. It's very easy to say that a blocker is a blocker and they're all the same. Not the case at all. You really need to have the weight right and also the weight distribution, and that's exactly what Bauer have given us here. To take a look at a couple of the main features, Bauer have introduced a new ROM or range of motion cuff, which is very minimal in design but in a very good way. They've reduced a lot of the clutter around the wrist, so as you're sort of playing your rebounds or sort of using your wrist to play the puck, there's nothing that gets in the way. There's nothing that sort of rubs on the cuff of the chest protector or that obstructs you in any way, so you're free to use that range of movement however you like and how suits you best for how you play. The sidewall as well is another great feature that I enjoy. It's integrated into the blocker face and it's absolutely solid. So what it gives you there is another blocking surface effectively, and more surface area to block the puck is never a bad thing. So when you're sealing into the body, it's not going to bend out of the way when the puck hits it, and you're not going to get pucks sneaking through in between the body and the arm. So that's a really great feature that I enjoy there. If I was going to have one small criticism, and you know I'm always fair and honest in my reviews, I think the finger protection, especially on these three fingers here, is a bit too long, especially in comparison to the pointer finger here. I think that's perfect, but on these three, I just think it's unnecessarily long. And I found personally, when I was holding my stick, I was catching it under the thumb there, and it was affecting how I sort of held the stick. And also something as trivial as sort of lifting up your helmet, I found that it got in the way of the fingers, so I just couldn't grip properly. Again, it's a very, very minor issue, but I like to cover the bits that I think could be a bit better as well. And comparing this to the Hyperlight blocker, which has this sort of half of the finger protection there as well, I think that's actually a better idea, just to have that a bit smaller. It doesn't compromise protection because your fingers are still tucked up, but it just stops it getting in the way of the thumb a little bit there. So if I was going to have one criticism of this blocker, it would be that, just to make that a little bit shorter, and also perhaps just have a bit of a thicker palm, but that's purely a preference thing on my part. That's not a criticism of how the blocker's made or the materials or anything, it's purely just a preference thing there. But switching back, I do think it's a fantastic blocker. I really enjoyed using it. Rebounds absolutely pop off the blocker surface into the corners. You can control them wherever you like because of that range of movement and because of how light and how well balanced it is. So if we move now on to the catcher. So full disclosure, I've always used the same kind of catcher for the last 25 years. I'm very, very stuck in my ways. So I was a bit concerned on trying something new, but Bauer didn't disappoint me with this at all. It's got a very similar sort of 60-degree type break. I don't know the exact break angle, but it feels very similar to a 60-degree, which is comfortable as what I use. It's got the curved reinforced palm and cuff there, so you know it's a very solid blocking surface, protects your hand nice and well. It's also got rebound control foam in the palm, so you can sort of feel it's a bit spongy as you get in towards the pocket there, which just helps to control the puck into the pocket a little bit better, so there's less sort of chances of pop outs. It's got a range of motion wrist strap in here, which took a bit of getting used to for me, if I'm honest. It sits very, very high up on the palm or on the back of the hand for me. I'm used to a strap that comes a lot lower down, so it is adjustable. You can get it comfortable to how you like it. It just took me a little while to get used to that. The pocket itself, nice sort of double T with skate lace. I know skate lace pockets have been around for a while, but they're a game changer. I think if you're not using a skate lace pocket, you're missing out because of how much it swallows the puck and how easy it makes the glove to close. The closure itself on the glove is great, straight out of the box. It's really, really easy to close. And yeah, overall, it took me a bit of getting used to just because I'm old and stuck in my ways, but it is a fantastic catcher. You're able to adjust it and dial it into how you like it, so it should be fairly compatible for most goalies, and yeah, I do recommend it. So overall, I'm very, very impressed with the Bauer Supreme Mach equipment. I think they've done a great job. It's a great sort of slight improvement on the ultrasonic range, and once again, thank you very, very much to Bauer Hockey UK for sending us this equipment to allow us to review it for you. We will be doing some on-ice testing with it as well. But for now, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments or send us a message. And yeah, thank you very much for the support.